Hello everyone, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Sai.
morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sai, one request.
Yes, please.
We are not getting recordings on a proper time.
Acha. Okay.
Yesterday we had put a message in the group also, like Naresh ID was telling there are some internet issues or that. Like for past 2 days we have not received the link of the recordings of the session.
Okay.
So
Okay.
ask them to make it on a consistent basis so that we can revise the thing that way.
Yeah, yes, I can understand. So okay, don't worry. I'll inform them. I'll talk to them today. Okay. So I'll talk to them. I'll let you know actually, why they are not sending, Okay, no problem. That won't be, it won't repeat again. Okay.
Thank you, Sai.
Okay. Okay, so today we'll start a new tool called Jenkins. Jenkins. Okay. So see here, in my demo, I have segregated these tools, right? Some tools comes under DevOps dev category. Some tools comes under Ops category. So Git is common. Git is for both. So Maven, Jenkins comes under dev category. Chef, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Nagios, CloudWatch. These comes under Ops category. Okay, these are dev tools. These are Ops tools. Okay, so Jenkins comes under development, dev tools. Okay, so guys, have you heard this word CI and CD? Anyone heard this word?
Continuous integration and continuous deployment.
Continuous deployment. Anyone else? Is it correct or any other definitions?
Continuous integration.
Okay, continuous integration, continuous deployment.
Continuous delivery also sometimes.
Delivery. Okay, some people are saying delivery. Delivery or deployment, guys? Delivery or deploy?
Deployment.
Not delivery.
Deployment is like that is much more appropriate term.
So here CD means what? Delivery or deploy?
Deploy.
Deploy, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so anyone is using Jenkins in their companies?
Yes, right.
So you are using Jenkins?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay. See here. Actually, what happens here? So these are developers. They're having their own laptops. What they do, they write the code here. They write code here. So finally, what they'll do, they'll push to GitHub, right? The code will be integrated here. So what actually happens, whenever they push the code to GitHub, Jenkins will take that code. See here, whenever they push the code, Jenkins will take that code. So we attach Jenkins to Maven. We attach Jenkins to Maven. Jenkins send that code to Maven for to Maven for build. Okay. Now, once build is successful, then Jenkins will take that code. Again, it will send that code to Selenium for testing. So some people use Maven, some people use and here. Some people use Selenium, some people use JUnit. Once testing is over, then we can integrate one more tool called to check the quality of the product. Okay, for example, we have check style tool is here. Check style to check the quality. Quality wise, it is perfect or not. It is build is okay, testing is okay, it's working fine. So quality wise, it is perfect or not. Okay, so quality. So many tools are there, guys. Just I'm taking simple tools. Once it is over, then it might so once the product is ready, now product is ready, so we can connect, for example, Nexus is the Artifactory we call to store the product, store the product. We call this one as an Artifactory to store that end product. That is for future use or any for other purpose, just kind of standby. Okay. Once everything is fine, then Jenkins, what it does, this is my client. So we can deliver to client. And this is my client's machine, client server. So we can deploy in their client's machine. Okay. So this could be Tomcat or any other, for example, Tomcat server. Okay. So this is the workflow, guys. See here. Whenever developers write the code, they push that code to the GitHub. Okay, that code will be integrated here. Whenever they put the code in GitHub, Jenkins will come to know that someone pushed that code to GitHub. Immediately, Jenkins will take that code. It will send that code to build for Maven or Ant for building. After that, we'll send that code to Selenium for testing. After that, we'll check the quality. Okay. After that, we might store that product. Jenkins will have a backup copy in an Artifactory. Okay. So that product, once the product is ready, that product Jenkins will either deliver or deploy. If my client is technical guy, he wants a product, then we deliver to his hand. We'll give in his hands. Okay. So if he's a techie, so he can deploy in his machines later on. Okay. So if he's non-technical guy, he doesn't know how to deploy in their machines. So by using Jenkins directly, we can deploy in their machines. Understood it? So that is what CI/CD. So here CI means here CI part comes from here. So complete red color part you can see, right? Okay, this is what CI, continuous integration. CI. And red color plus blue color. Red color plus blue color you can see, right? This is what CI and CD. Red color is CI here. Red color is CI, blue color is CD. So combinedly we call CI CD. So in CD we have two words, either delivery or deploy. So if we give that product to the client manually, that's what we call deliver. And if if you deploy that one in client's machine, that we call deploy. Okay. See, 90% people get confused here. What is CI, what is CD, and from where, which stage that CI part comes under, and all these things. Everyone knows that word CI CD. Everyone knows, but they get confused. When they ask what is CI CD, they get confused. Everyone has their own definitions. Okay, so this is actual definition, CI and CD. You understood, guys? Here, any doubts here? If they ask you what is CD, then you have to say deliver or deploy. That depends. That depends upon the client. Okay. So if he wants a product, we'll deliver. If he doesn't know anything about that one, deploy and all, we will deploy. Directly Jenkins will deploy. Understood here?
So Jenkins is a deployment tool.
Jenkins is continuous integration tool we call. CI/CD tool we call. It's not only deploy. Is it only deploying? No, it is integrating the code. It is acting as a central hub. Okay, it is each and every tool we are connecting to Jenkins. So actually Jenkins we call here, it's not a deployment tool. It's a CI and CD tool. We are integrating each and every tool with Jenkins. It acts like a central hub. Okay, integration point to each and every tool. So we call Jenkins a CI/CD tool. So we have so many tools in the market, like Circle, CI, Bamboo. So one of those tools is Jenkins. Okay, famous tool is Jenkins out of those. Got it? So any doubts, guys, here? This is workflow.
No, sir. See, Maven is basically Maven. Would you teach in the course?
Maven, I won't go deeper. Why? Because to understand Maven and Selenium, anyways, I'm not going to teach, because to understand Selenium, you should know code, Java code.
Java.
Okay, that's mandatory. So we cannot explain that one, because Java is prerequisite, right? So Maven, we won't go deeper, because even if I go deeper, you won't understand. Because to understand complete Maven also, you should know Java, to be honest. Correct or not? How many of you are using Maven, guys? Anyone is using Maven?
Yes, I am using.
Yes.
If you guys are using. So, if you want to be perfect in this category, you should know some code, basics. Okay, Java code you should know. So that's why we will not go deeper, but we'll go, the level which is required for the, interview as well as, survival. Okay, because if you want to go deeper, you should know code. Okay, Java code. See here, that's why here you have to understand one thing. So here two categories, right? Dev, ops. So Git, anyways, you are perfect in Git. Ops, you are perfect at Chef, Ansible, so Docker, You are good at all these things. So Kubernetes we are going to discuss. Nagios and CloudWatch we are going to discuss. So here DevTools, Maven and Jenkins. So guys, if you want to be perfect in this category, dev category, if you want to be perfect, I'm not saying that you cannot learn this one. No, you can learn. They're very easy. But if you want to have perfection, then you should have basics. You should have knowledge in Java. Okay. So if you want to be perfect in this one, okay. So that's why I told you that in my demo. I'm not saying that you have to learn this code. Okay. Because even if you are perfect in one tool, you'll be called as a DevOps engineer. I told you, right? It is not possible to everyone to learn each and every tool. That's why being a manager, what I'll do, I'll recruit one person who is perfect in one tool. And one more thing I said that you should have basic knowledge in each and every tool. Because if at all you are getting any small doubt, small error, you should be able to rectify by yourself. If at all you are getting a major issue, then anyways your friend is there to help you. Understood it? Even if you are perfect in any one or two tools, you'll be called as a DevOps engineer. I told you, right, in one of my interviews, they have asked about Chef. So that time they wanted DevOps engineer, but only they have asked questions from Chef only. No other tool, no Git, no AWS, no Linux, nothing, no Ansible, nothing. Only Chef only they have asked. That means they wanted Chef, the man who is perfect at Chef. Understood? Even though if you learn one tool, you'll be called as a DevOps engineer. Got it? So Jenkins is very important, but that's why I told you that if you want to be perfect, you should have knowledge in Java. Perfection. It doesn't mean that you won't understand Jenkins and Maven. Yes, you will understand. Okay, I'm talking about perfection level. Got it? So that's why I'll teach that Maven and all. See, I have slides there. For Maven also I have proper slides are there. Okay. But I'll teach in that level only, what you can understand. Because most of you are not from, programming language background, right? So that's the reason. So those who are developers, they can go deeper inside these things. You can explore more in Maven and, Jenkins. Okay, it doesn't mean that there is a compromise in, Jenkins. No. Jenkins is a very big tool. We need to spend so many days. And in fact, our main project depends upon this one only. This continuous workflow I'm going to show. This continuous workflow. So being a DevOps engineer, see here, you need not to worry about the code. Actually, thing is that you need not to worry about that coding part. You are responsible to have these connections and all to set up this continuous CI/CD workflow. In this category, to establish CI/CD workflow. So whenever any problem is there, so that code you are going to share that code to particular developer so that he will rectify that code. Okay. So developers are responsible only till this category, pushing the code to GitHub. That's it. So even with this, you need to set up that workflow and all. DevOps engineering. Understood, guys? So we are going to discuss so many things in Jenkins. Jenkins is in fact a big tool. We are going to spend good amount of time in Jenkins.
And it is the most important tool, right?
Jenkins is important tool, very, very important tool. Okay. Got it, guys? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's do it. Now you understood what is CI/CD. If someone asks you what is CI/CD, okay, there should not be any confusion, guys. You should give reply in such a way that he should not ask any more questions on top of that same question. The next question would be on some different topic. Okay, so there your salary will be decided, guys. Okay, how effectively you are giving answers. Okay, fine. So continuous integration, continuous delivery and deploy. Okay, so whenever developers write code, we integrate all the code of all developers at the point of time and we build, test, deliver or deploy. Okay. And to the client. This process we call CI/CD. All stages are not mandatory. If you observe here so many stages. So many stages are there. All stages are not important. Some companies, they might skip this one. They might skip this one. We cannot say. They might introduce one new tool. They might add that one. Understood? That is all depends upon company to company. But this is general, workflow. Usually, people are following this. So Jenkins helps in achieving this one. So instead of doing night builds, I told you that in my demo, I explained it. Right? Earlier, we used to do night builds. Instead of doing night builds, build as and when commit occurs. That means as and when someone pushes a code into Git, immediately build should trigger. So by integrating all that code is what the continuous integration. See here, some people have different meanings for the continuous integration. Okay, some people. Whenever developers write the code, they put the code. So that code will be integrated in GitHub. Then Jenkins pull that code. Okay, some people will say continuous integration is only till this part. This part. Some people will say that is still this part. Some people will say, some people will think that only the number one is right. This part only continuous integration. Some people will say 1 plus 2 is continuous integration. Some people will say 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3, like that. So that depends, because some company, they might skip some tests. Okay, they might do manual testing. Okay, so that depends. We cannot generalize this term, but broadly, if you speak about these things, so continuous integration means this whole thing, all the complete category. The red line, you can see red color, that is what continuous integration. Okay, understood? Okay, so if someone is saying we integrate all the code in Git and Jenkins will pull the code, that is what continuous integration. You cannot say that that's wrong. That's also might be correct, because they might be doing manual building, manual testing. That means they are breaking the stages here itself. That's okay. That's fine. Nothing wrong in that one. Understood? Right? Okay. So instead of doing night builds, build as and when commit occurs by integrating all code is what continuous integration. So in a day, there will be so many integrations, so many builds, tests, deliveries, and deployments in a day. Unlike earlier. Earlier, the deployment happens, the process happens very, very slowly. But nowadays, that happens, very, very fast. In a day, there could be so many builds, so many tests, because it's a continuous workflow, right? It's a continuous process. So bug will be reported fast and rectified fast. See here we are not saying that there will not be any bug. Bug will be there. Why? Because the ultimately who is writing the code? Developer. That means human intervention is there, means bug is there. Okay. So thing is that would be reported fast. So what is the advantage here we are getting? That will be rectified fast. Understood? Right? So development happens fast. We are not completely eliminating that one. There will be a bug. So that will be reported fast and rectified fast. So development happens. Okay.
Sai, I have a question, one thing.
Yes.
These digital companies like Netflix, Amazon Prime, or even Google does one day CI/CD, right? Pipeline.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, how do they achieve it? I mean, like what is the criteria of like where how that efficiency level is achieved? Like, I've heard some numbers, like only 69 people are there in Netflix who do deployment, and they do it on a continuous basis, on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, so you'll understand, once I explain, see whatever you see right in my screen, the screen, whatever you see in my screen right here. So this is what going to be our project. This is what DevOps project. Okay, so DevOps project. So it's completely based on Jenkins and all, right? So once I explain this project, then you will understand this continuous workflow. Understood? Right? So for your question, instead of explaining, so if I show you that picture, then you will understand better. Understood? Right? So whatever you see in my screen, this is what we are going to do. Project. So when we push that code, GitHub, automatically you can see the deployment automatically with one click. Okay, if you do some changes here, that you can see in this Tomcat server. Understood, right? This is what going to be our project. Okay, so you will understand in the project better. Because what I'm going to do, after completion of Jenkins and after completion of Maven, after completion of Jenkins, I'll explain Maven. Immediately I'll jump into project. Immediately. So after completion of project, I'll take other tools like Kubernetes, Nagios, and CloudWatch and all. Okay, so that we'll get sufficient time so that you can practice that project. If at all you have any doubts, you can ask me. because we explain the project at the end, so you will not get sufficient time to ask, doubts and all. Understood, right? So that's what I'm going to follow. Understood, right? Is that clear?
Okay.
Yeah. So key terminology. Sorry. So integrate. So here we are just talking about integrate, guys. Integrating the code. That's it. Not continuous integration. Okay. Integrate means combine all code written by developers till particular point of time. In GitHub, whenever developers put the code, that will be combined, right? That is what? Integration. Okay. Next, coming to build. Compile a code and make a small executable package. Build means compile the code, compile, compress, and making a small executable package that that we can deliver to client. Okay, that is what build. Third one, test. Test in all environments whether application is working properly or not. Test in each and every environment. Okay. Archive means storing in an Artifactory so that in future we may use it and deliver again. That's what archive. Okay, so that might be that's kind of standby. See here you might be having notes. See, Sai, Git is also a storage and Artifactory is also a storage. See here there is a difference. In Git we store raw code, raw source code, but in Artifactory we store end product. Understood? Right? So that's a difference between these two. Okay, so we have so many Artifactories like Nexus Artifactory is there, JFrog Artifactory is there, and Artifactory itself is an Artifactory. The name of Artifactory is Artifactory. Like we have so many Artifactories out there. Deliver means handing the product to client. Okay, that means manually giving that product to client. Okay, deploying means installing product in client's machine. Directly deploying. That means deploying means installing the product into client's machine. Okay, so people get confused here, guys. Deliver and deploy. You should have complete, clear picture between these two. You should have clear understanding. Okay, deliver and deploy. Now, Jenkins workflow. So whatever I have shown you in the diagram, right? That is what Jenkins workflow. So we attach Jenkins, Maven, Selenium, Artifactory plugins to Jenkins. See here, Jenkins is all about plugins. So how can you connect each and every tool? We have thousands of tools, guys, in the market. So how can you connect each and every tool to Jenkins? So it is possible with plugins. Okay. So Jenkins by default comes with so many plugins. Okay, Jenkins comes with so many plugins. Plugins acts as integration points to other tools. For example, you are using wireless mouse, wireless keyboard. So something related to that mouse, wireless mouse, you attach to your laptop, right? Correct or not, guys? Give me reply, yes, respond, please respond. Something related to mouse will attach to laptop. Correct or not?
Yes.
That is what plugin here. Okay, that is what plugin. So Git plugin we are going to attach to Jenkins. By that we can attach GitHub with Jenkins. Okay, Maven plugin will attach to Jenkins. Then we will connect to Maven. Like that, by default Jenkins comes with so many plugins. Okay, so this plugins acts as an integration points between Jenkins and that particular tool. Okay, it's simple. You attach plugin, you take plugin and you attach to that particular tool. By default, Jenkins comes with so many plugins, hundreds, thousands of plugins. You can write your own plugin as well. Okay. So we attach Git, Maven, Selenium, Artifactory plugins to Jenkins. Once developer put the code in Git, Jenkins pull that code. This is what flow, whatever I have explained. Once developer put the code in Git, Jenkins pull the code, send to Maven for the build. Once build is over, then Jenkins pull that code, that build code, and send to Selenium for testing. Once testing is done, then Jenkins will pull that code, send to Artifactory as per the requirements and so on. Finally, we can deploy or deliver as per the requirement. This is what the flow, workflow. Okay. See here, in some of my interviews, especially in managerial round, so especially in one interview, that guy, he has asked only one question. So I briefly explain what is CI and CD, briefly. Then you have to explain this continuous workflow completely. That's it. Only one question. That interview is over then and there. Okay. So that's the importance of this, this Jenkins. So ways of continuous integration. So how many ways through which we can integrate all these things? So we can do it manually, guys. Earlier we used to do that. So whenever developers write the code, we used to take that code, we used to build manually, and we used to put in Selenium. We used to write some test cases manually. We used to test. Everything used to happen manually earlier. But after that, people started using some scripts. Okay, people started using some scripts to make automation, to achieve that automation. But it's very difficult, right? Everyone cannot write scripts. That way, it's a very, very complex to write this much of big script. So now we are using tools. Now we are using tools. Tool is very handy, right? Everything is predefined, and tool is intelligent. Okay, so that's why we are using tool. So total, there are 3 ways through which we can achieve continuous integration. Okay, but mostly now we are using tool. Okay. So benefits of CA. What are the benefits of CA if you use the tool, especially if you use this tool? So detect bugs as soon as possible. It detects bugs as soon as possible. That's all. If you want, you can. And second thing, if you want, you can stop SDLC process at any point of time. That means you can break any cycle. For example, you have built that code. Now you would like to go with manual testing. You can break that cycle. Or you want to deploy, you want to deliver to client manually. So you can break that cycle, right? Okay. Example, see, that's what I have mentioned. You can stop at testing stage only, or you can continue. You can continue till deployment. Okay. So it maintains history logs because tool, it is having that logs and all. Okay. Whenever any problem is there, suppose while building that code, any problem is there, immediately it will send a mail to that particular developer with by pasting the code whatever he has written. Like that we have so many benefits. So you take any tool, we'll get so many benefits. Instead of doing manually, that's it. We are following tools. Okay. So why only Jenkins? See, at the CI/CD process we can achieve by using so many tools. CI/CD is a process. We achieve that process by using either Jenkins or CircleCI or Bamboo. Like so many tools are there. Okay, so many tools are there. So why only Jenkins means here we are going to discuss the advantages of Jenkins which are not present in other tools. Okay, so why only Jenkins? Why we need to use Jenkins only? It has so many plugins, guys. First thing, by default Jenkins comes with so many plugins. So since it has so many plugins, we can attach to so many tools, right? Okay, you can write your own plugin, and you can use community plugins. Huge community support. We can use community plugin. So Jenkins is not just tool, guys. It's a framework. See here, for example, Git is there. If you want to modify Git commands and Git, you cannot modify. Whatever they are giving the tool, you have to use as it is. Chef is there. Can you modify anything, guys? No, you cannot modify. Whatever they are giving, you have to use. That's it. That's it. But Jenkins, you can modify, guys. You can modify as per your own needs. That's why we call this one as a framework. Tool we cannot modify, but framework we can modify. That's what's here. You can do whatever you want. All you need is plugins. Okay, you modify as per your own needs. Okay, you attach plugin, you can connect to any type of tool. Okay, and you can modify that, that graphical view and everything. You can modify as per your own needs. But we are going to see tomorrow. I mean, once I show practically, then you'll understand. Jenkins is not going to do any job. It instructs other to do job. Okay, see here actually what happens. So Jenkins is a tool. So if load is very high, because here we are connecting so many tools to Jenkins. So it cannot take, sometimes if the configuration of the main machine is very less, then the Jenkins server might not take that much of load. That's why we attach some extra servers. These are kind of helpers. So don't get confused with Selenium, these things. No, these are extra normal servers. Okay, these we call slaves to distribute the load, to distribute Jenkins master's load. Okay, so Jenkins will instruct other to do the job. It will take the help of these slaves. Okay, tools are different, guys. Tools are different. It's a Maven, JUnit. Tools are different, but these are other servers. Okay. So Jenkins will instruct others to do job. If others are not available, then Jenkins self does the job. Okay. So Jenkins also acts as cron server replacement. Cron. Cron means, see, this is a default tool in Linux. We use this tool to do repeated tasks. Okay, we can schedule some tasks. Okay, every day at 6 o'clock, the task to be executed. Like the repeated task we can achieve by using a tool called cron. That's a default tool in all Linux machines. That same tool you'll get in Jenkins as well. That means we can schedule some jobs. For example, after every half an hour, Jenkins should pull the code from GitHub. Okay, so in that case, we use the cron. So running some scripts regularly. For example, automatic daily alarm. So if you in your mobile, if you enable automatic alarm, that will be triggered every day, right? Like that. Can create some labels. Labels in the sense group of servers. So group of servers. The labels part you are going to understand later on, guys. Okay. Let's keep this one aside. Once I show practically, then you will understand. Because first you have to understand slaves first. Once I show this one practically slaves, then I'm going to explain that labels. And that is there in my topic. Don't worry. Okay. I'll cover that. Okay. Jenkins architecture. So Jenkins architecture is a client server architecture, guys. Client server. Client server in the sense Jenkins master and Jenkins slaves. We are not talking about tools, guys. Okay. This is Jenkins family, right? Okay. So Jenkins master, Jenkins slaves. That we attach multiple nodes to Jenkins. So you can think it's a master slave, it's a server client. You can think, okay, this is architecture. When you install Jenkins, it acts as a master. So guys, I'm getting some background noise. Can someone please go on mute? Okay. Okay. I'm going to mute. So when you install Jenkins, it acts as a master. Wherever you install Jenkins, that is a master. Jenkins invoke clients to perform jobs. Jenkins will invoke clients to perform jobs. It will instruct clients to perform these jobs. Supported operating systems. You can install Jenkins in any OS. Okay, any operating. It doesn't make any difference because see, ultimately you are going to access Jenkins through web page, through web browser only. So that's why whether you install in Linux or Windows, it doesn't make any difference. Because we are not going, we do any work in Windows or Linux. We are going to do everything in web page. That's why you can install in any OS. You will be accessing Jenkins through web only. That's what I have explained. So choose long-term support release. While downloading that package, here we have two types of releases that anyways we are going to see. One is LTS, long-term support release, another one is weekly release. So weekly means every week they'll release new version. So long-term support release means the latest stable one. Okay, for production environment, generally we use this one. For testing type of thing, we use this one. Okay, so install Java, install web server. So here to install to install Jenkins, Java is prerequisite, as well as web server is prerequisite. Java and web server, because they have written Jenkins in Java only. Okay, it's a prerequisite. Same to install Ansible, Python is prerequisite, right? So same thing, same like. So in Jenkins, we have generally two words here. One is Hudson and Jenkins. So Hudson is kind of enterprise version. is free, guys, open source. Now here 3 types of configurations are there, Jenkins. So one is global, another one is node, another one is job. Okay, see here, this is Jenkins. Node means that slaves, we are talking about slaves. Okay, so job means, for example, you are going to connect to GitHub. You attach a plugin, you are going to create one job to connect to GitHub. Okay, so global configuration means whatever the configuration settings that you set that applicable to whole Jenkins, this complete Jenkins. Node configuration means that is applicable to only that particular node. Job configuration means that is applicable to only that particular job. For example, the Naresh IT rules applicable to complete each and every class, right? So my rules applicable to only my class. Understood? See here, central government rule applies to each and every place in India, complete India. Okay, so state government rules applicable to only that particular state. Okay, the central government rules applicable to that state as well, but state government rules applicable to only that particular state. District rules applicable to only that particular district. Like this, global configuration means that is applicable to whole Jenkins. Node means that rules applicable to whatever configuration settings we do, that is applicable to particular node. So job configuration means that is related to that particular job. That we are going to see practically, then you will understand better.
I have one question.
Yes, please.
Open source, it's freeware, right?
Yes, it's free.
Okay. I mean, it is a framework which you Jenkins is a framework.
Yes. It's a free, guys. Jenkins is open source. Okay.
And it is still preferred over Circle, CI and Bamboo.
Yeah, correct. Mostly we are using Jenkins.
I mean, like any specific reason, like why it is so popular?
That's why, see, that advantage we discussed, right? Plugins and all. They might not support those many plugins. Okay, you may not, integrate each and every tool with that Circle, CI or Bamboo. That's right. Okay. So that is the reason.
Okay. So, like, which company owns? No company. Like Jenkins itself is a company, right?
Jenkins.
I think it is from Apache Group.
I don't think so. It belongs to Apache. Jenkins it's actually open source. I don't know which company. The product belongs to which company. See, this Maven, this Tomcat, all these belongs to Apache.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jenkins, I think it is its own company. Is it Jenkins? Jeffrey Chef having its own company, right? Same way. I don't think so. This is a product of Apache. Okay, that I'll let you know that, anyways, you'll get that on Google. Okay. So this is a theory part of Jenkins, guys. So this, whatever the slide you can see right here, that you are going to understand later on. The plugins and all, once I explain those plugins and once I install Jenkins, then I'll explain these things. Then you will understand these things. Okay. So here what we are going to do. So here installations are very important. Here we need to install so many things, guys. Okay. So we need to install so many things here. So like I'll explain here. So I'll save this.
Can you mail us this sketch?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll share this one. I'll share in your WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay.
See here. So installations are very, very important here. So complete, one day it takes one complete class for installation. What we are going to do, we are going to install Git first. See guys, Jenkins I'm going to install in Windows. Installing Linux is very, very easy. You can yum install Jenkins, I1Y, simple, only one command. But in companies, mostly developers, they are using, everyone mostly we are using in Windows only, because once you go inside any company, mostly you get Windows only. So you need to configure, you need to install and configure in Windows. And at the same time, so it doesn't make any difference where you install. Ultimately, you are going to see a web page only. Right? So since mostly we are using in Windows and complex process to install in Windows, it's a complex. In Linux, it's very easy. That's why I'm going to show in a Windows as well as I'm going to explain in Linux as well. Okay. So you know how to install Git in Linux. We are going to install Git in Windows as well. We are going to install Git. Right here. The first step, install Git. Second step, install Java and configure Java. This is second step. Third step, install Maven, configure Maven. And fourth step, install Jenkins. So these many steps are there, guys. Okay, these many steps are there. So what I'll do, I don't have anything in my laptop, guys. That's what I explained you right in my demo. Okay, I will show from the scratch that installation. I think so far whatever we did, I've shown you from the scratch only, all installations and all. Okay, so I have taken a sample blank machine, I have installed from the scratch. So same thing in my Windows also, I don't have anything. Okay, so I will download and I will install all these things one by one in front of you. So you know, installations are very important because the first step that you are going to do in your company is install. Okay, so this takes complete one class, guys. These things we are going to see tomorrow. Okay, installations of all these things. Okay, got it? Okay, after that we'll go further. You know, Jenkins, we'll discuss Jenkins.
Tomorrow we have class.
What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Saturday, right? Okay. So no class tomorrow. No class. Tomorrow.
I thought you would be compensating one day. That's the reason I asked that question.
Yes. I'll let you know. Okay. I'll let you know about tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Let's see. I mean, don't come to any conclusion. I'll update you in WhatsApp. Okay. Yeah. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. So let's meet tomorrow. I mean that I'll let you know. Okay.
And
I have a request for tomorrow. We already have some plans since we do not have class tomorrow. So
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I mean, you
You
cannot.
said that you will update on WhatsApp, so I'm telling you that.
So is it? It's not possible for you to attend?
Yes.
Okay, guys. Okay, we'll take Monday only. Okay, we'll go as per our plan. Okay, fine, no problem. Because you know we can try. You know, people might have their plans.
one request.
Sorry, I have few questions.
Yes.
Is Jenkins only take the code and build only that kind of jobs, or it can do anything? Like what kind of stuff they do?
So that you will understand once I explain Jenkins. So many tasks are there. So if I explain, you will not understand. First, I need to explain Jenkins. Then you will understand better. Then automatically you will get answer for this question.
Okay. And what is the difference? Like some people ask like CI/CD pipelines.
That's what.
So,
see here. That pipeline also we are going to discuss.
Oh, okay. It's something different, right? Apart from continuous integration and continuous deployment.
See here. In our project, we are going to see pipeline as well. Okay. So if I explain now, you will not understand. Okay. So once I explain this project, then automatically you will understand. Okay. Automatically you will get answer to this question. Pipeline we are going to use. CI/CD pipeline we are going to use in our project. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sai, Santosh here.
Yeah, please.
Just WhatsApp the slides and the sketch also,
Yeah, sure.
and ask Naresh IT to send 2 days and 2 days previous recordings.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Sai.
Thank you. So no class, guys. Tomorrow and after tomorrow, no classes. Okay. Our next class is on Monday.
Monday.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.